Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura K. If you are new here, welcome to this safe space. And if you've been here with me for a while, hello, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. This is a safe space where we get to co-create and we get to share some oracle, tarot, whatever I feel like at the time. It's been a little while since I've been on here, you guys. I've had a lot of life changes in the past month or so. So I haven't been posting very much. I missed you guys dearly, and I would like to leave you with a tarot oracle reading. I just got home from work. It was a long day. I work with children. I love them. But sometimes my brain's a little, it's time for some decompress. Last night we had the new moon in Taurus. What is it? The 27th of April was last night. Today's the 28th as I'm putting this out. Very grounding, very much planning for the future in beautiful ways. I'm going to use these two cards, and this is my Sacred Rebel Oracle deck by Lana Fairchild. You guys know, if you know me, one of my favorites. Ooh. It says, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. And it says, seeing the true you. Both these cards are very green. Very green. Yesterday, I kept hearing the word devas. It's like another kind of like a nature spirit. I think it's Hindu, possibly. I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying it right, but it's Devas. And I kept like hearing that in places and like looking into it. And so if that connects with somebody, maybe it connects with you. It's interesting because this is the first time I've ever chosen to like film in this spot in my room, and the lighting's not that great, but something about it felt really comfy. And I think it's these green plants. I think it's because I have all of my succulents over here on my window, and my JBL, my little giraffe, and my little elephant. And something about that green, it's making me think of connection to nature, to the earth, but also the heart chakra. I feel like healing of the heart chakra is happening, and this woman is laying on a green couch in green pond water, dipping her hand in the water. It makes me think of the is it the Temperance, where she's got her foot, the Star? What? Temperance came out too, so that also, but I was really thinking of the Star card, where she has one foot in the water and one foot outside of the water, and like part being in the water is kind of represents our subconscious mind, like dipping into that. I think of water, very Piscean, very Neptunian, but like the dream world, and like dipping your hand into the other depths of your mind that you don't always see in front of you in the physical every day. It makes me think that you've done so much work within yourself, and you have so much of a deeper understanding of yourself than a lot of other people, and this may have left you feeling misunderstood at times in your life. But it's kind of like Infinity said it so well. She has her channel called Magnetize Yourself. She has said recently, it almost feels like you showed up to a party and you're like the first one there and nobody else is there, and you're sitting there waiting for the party to start, like nobody's showing up, and you kind of have this feeling of like, is anybody even gonna show up? Like, oh, I'm so lame, like I got here, nobody else is here, like I brought all these snacks, who's gonna eat them? Like, you're like looking around like, is this gonna be my Saturday night? But Spirit's like, no, like just hold on, wait a second, like you have time to become comfortable with your environment, to set the scene, set the tone, like have that playlist bump in, but by the time they walk in, like you are bringing the party. And so like And this is in like this understanding of like there's some depths of this life that you feel alone in ways, and you're not alone. You found somebody like me who can connect to you through via the internet, but maybe right now it feels like those are some of the only venues that you're finding these kinds of connections. And it's because you're meant to be a leader. It's like like the leader's got to be the beta tester. Like the leader has to have their moments of learning and taking notes. And like, have you been taking notes? You need to be taking notes, is what I'm saying, is you can be doing better. And the note taking doesn't have to necessarily be like in journaling or my dog is rolling around on the floor. I don't know if you just heard her doing her little and that also feels like it goes along with what I was about to say, is that it doesn't have to be literally like taking notes. This girl is just rolling around having a ball. Now she's over here. But it doesn't have to be like taking notes, journaling, like doing everything so strictly all the time. Like maybe you've been somebody who's done that a lot, and maybe going by the book of things isn't actually like the best way for you. Maybe it's just being experiential and going out and like doing things and being present in the moment. Like maybe you've been taking too many like videos and pictures and like notes on everything. Maybe this is a sign for some of you to step back and like know that you're being guided where you need to, and like you're going to gain the information that you need to, and your brain isn't necessarily something that needs to absorb a certain amount of things. Like you can hop on a frequency and you can receive what you need in the moment and the time that you need it. This connection to the water. The couch arm looks like a what you call it. You hear my dog lapping up that water. Lapping, like running like in a race. Girl, okay. I was thinking of the ammonite, like the shell, and the ammonite, it'll have like little marks, little like striation, and in a spiritual, like symbolic way, we would represent that as like your spirit's, the different lives that it lives, and different iterations of it, or even of yourself within this lifetime, like each bit of skin that was shed. And right now it's April, and in the year of the wood dragon, and it's like the reptile has to shed a lot of skin, that kind of stuff. Very Scorpio, like transformative energy, right? Oh my gosh, I've been listening to so much Florence lately, and she's kind of giving me Florence vibes. Like, she's so beautiful. I also have a coworker at my job that has this beautiful fiery red hair, and is just always like teaching me things. And I'm thinking like a connection to yourself, to your own depths. Maybe somebody's being called to pursue some of that like past life healing work that they need to be doing. But it's not even in a way of like you need to go pursue something again. It's like in a way of like these things haven't happened to you because you've come to a level of like understanding of that subconscious mind, of like you see the patterns and you see the reiterations of things, and that is the past life healing, like the past life shedding of karmic like breaking contracts, ending things is happening through your everyday experience. These little patterns, the little ways that you're reclaiming your heart and your truth, and the ways that you're speaking up for yourself. And maybe you're somebody who feels very opinionated but has been soft-spoken, I know. but has experienced things like that. And it's about, you know, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. It's like the amount that you're focusing on like the outside world actually keeps you from your inside, your internal patterns and fluctuations. And she's just like meditating into the water. It's like taking time to yourself to just like, you know, these are beautiful. Excuse me for interrupting this program, but I was editing and I just wanted to point this out because it was important to me and you may need to hear it. So that card reminds me of the stories of Narcissus, and I think we have this negative connotation on, you know, falling in love with yourself and it being like a selfish thing. And, you know, we live in a society that thrives on us feeling guilt and shame about our own self-love and self-interest at times. And the thing is that we're taught to feel such shame and guilt about ourselves. And it's important to remember that if you need to set boundaries or focus on yourself or withdraw from certain people or places or things because they aren't serving you, maybe somebody's going to try to call you selfish, call you narcissist, like whatever. But that's not selfishness. That is enlightened self-interest. And that is a-okay, perfectly healthy if that's what you need to do for yourself to be comfortable. So that's just a reminder of that, of following your heart. People are gonna call you the villain at some point because you know what? Like, the world's been holding you back from your truth for so long. Like, as you embrace that, people are gonna fight you back, but know that, like, that dark is only as big as the light. Like, the shadow is only as big as the light that's casting it. And you literally have nothing to be worried about. Words are words, you know, they're not sticks and stones. So anyway, just wanted to share that. Back to your normal scheduled broadcasting. Thank you very much. Mwah. Go be in nature, go garden, go for a little walkie walk down the trail. Touch some grass, admire some grass. No green is the same color green. No heart is quite like yours. And so you need to be focusing inward on your heart, on being the true, seeing the true you, and allowing yourself to embody that. Let's read. I'm gonna do Relax the Hold of Darkness and Be at Cause because it's number 26. And that was one of my numbers today at work for something, so it feels like where we should go. Again, Sacred Rebels, Oracle deck. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Dear Sacred Rebel, this moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You're being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe, so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You're now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestation of the great big cosmic yes. To access this reality, you have to step from known waters, and others may think you're crazy for doing so. Been there, gonna stay there. I like it here. Says, you have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief that you have everything to do on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild, electric pulse of so much aliveness? How will you function without the hazy, sleep-inducing paralysis of playing it safe, taking too long, and placing lesser priorities above your sacred art of life? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. Right? I feel like that about myself. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I'm wild, but I'm so wise. Like, I've told people stories where there's this crazy thing that I did, but I'm like, look at all these gifts that I got out of it. And people are like, yeah, you're crazy, but like mad, but like in like a genius kind of way, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, wisdom is like, no, let me just keep going. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It is a force of startling raw awakening at times, but it is also the natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in right timing. It's not always linear looking. Yeah. You are a part of, not apart from, that process. The invitation to shift gears and jump on board the express train of life will feel exhilarating and perhaps also challenging. When you're in the hold of darkness, you will feel pushed to turn away, to imagine it as all too much, or to create excuses about how your desires aren't grounded enough, that you're being too flighty or flaky, or that you're not living in the real world. That is fear talking, not truth. If the sacred rebel is not awakened, we will continue to live in a culture drenched in fear and distrust of nature. Those without awakened hearts don't yet understand what nature knows. She knows timing. She knows life and death. She knows the creative process. She just knows and can be trusted to support us, her own creations, in becoming all that we can become. Does this mean that we have become passive and just flow along like a limp leaf detached from the tree and blown about randomly in the breeze? No. Being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have by following up on them. This is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free and from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you were writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. This, talking about the writing, like the stream of consciousness writing, and it makes me think of The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, which is a very popular book, and it's one that I've read multiple times. I've bought it multiple times and given it away to people multiple times. It's one of my all-time favorite books. If you're familiar with Dochi, she just did her second one, but she talks a lot about how that helped her open up her creative channel, and being able to connect with yourself, with God, like through your creative vessel, through your creativity, through your vessel, the energy through the vessel is what I meant. Anyway, that book might be a recommendation for somebody. Detach from the darkness that would say it is not enough or must be the best thing ever, whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in the world. Instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, and it might not. All of nature, including you, And your passion and dreams will be what is needed when it is needed, how it is needed according to wisdom. We just have to trust in this within ourselves and within nature herself through the flow of life and participate. You're asked to go within and imagine diving deep off the edge of what you have known. There's so much more calling to you now. It's your time. Leap. Yeah, beautiful. So that was this card. I love it. You are so supported and protected and loved and beautiful. I am so, so grateful for those of you who have been here sticking around, sharing in on these beautiful readings with me. I absolutely adore you guys. Some of you have just been so sweet in the comments, and I really do appreciate all of your love and support and our connection. In this bottom of the card, it says follow your own rhythm. You do what you gotta do. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Much love and many blessings. Don't you forget that we can do it. My dog wants to say, hold on. She wants to say bye. Oh, this is Cookie. Okay. Say bye, Cookie. Bye-bye, Cookie. Say bye, YouTubes. Anyway, thank you guys. We love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed rest of your day. You got it.